At first, it seems absurd, unrealistic, unachievable. You tell yourself, I can't, or I won't, or I'm not good enough. But then, once you're done with doubts and have exhausted excuses, your vision begins to pull you. It whispers to you, it challenges you, it inspires you. Your vision shifts from unrealistic to possible. And then, once you cross that finish line, when your energy is drained but not your spirit, your vision becomes inevitable.
I think before the transformation, Will had an inward concern maybe that he did not really voice. It was more so, you could kind of feel it from Will. He wasn't happy with how he was.
Will, before the transformation, was about 35 pounds overweight. And I know that he used to work out a lot, so I knew that it was kind of weighing on him, not only physically but mentally as well.
Before the transformation, the old Will was very active, but also overweight, gaining weight. Used to work out quite a bit, at least 3 times a week. Very active, but I struggled with losing the weight. Going to get regular checkups from the doctor, I knew that I was getting up there in the pre-hypertension and then surpassing pre-hypertension and getting into full-on high blood pressure. Just the health issues that I'm already starting to see manifest at 33 years old. I used to sit up at night wondering what's going to happen when I'm 43 years old. You know, just being worried about having a heart attack or a stroke or things like that. So I was really concerned about my health. I was in a place where I was just thinking, like, I've got to do something different. There's got to be something that's got to work for me.
When I heard that Will actually won the transformation, I was so excited. I was so excited for him because he worked really hard for 90 days, and he got the results he wanted.
The first time that I think I took notice in what Will had gone through, I kind of just took a step back and I was like, whoa, bro, you look great. He's lost weight, but he's just a little more uplifting. He's always been a great person. He's always that you know, cheerful guy. But now you can just tell there's a little more, there's this pep in his step.
I feel like I've been given the old me back. I was very athletic in high school, and I'm actually almost down to the size when I was in high school over 10 years ago. And it just feels like I'm back to the old me that was lost, and a lot of the things that I can do now that I wasn't able to do, you know, a few months ago. A lot of people ask me, where's the other half of me, or you know, it's a lot of compliments. It feels really good.
Now, Jennifer, I want you to describe to me what you see yourself doing in this dream vision of yourself.
I see myself, you know, hiking, and I can see myself with strong, very strong legs and strong lungs, and being able to carry, you know, a lot. Being willing to punish myself a little bit so that I can achieve, you know, climbing to the very top of that hill. I mean, I would love to learn how to rock climb. I can feel myself, you know, walking. I can feel my pack on me. You can feel the weight of the earth and the sky pushing down on you. I can hear the wind blow through the grass, through the trees. I love to see the sun filtering through. I can see myself with, trying to hang on and finding footholds, and with my arms, I can visualize my arms with more strength and, definitely more agility.
Right.
That's how I vision myself. Walking, hiking, biking, being in the outdoors, being part of nature. Like, I can feel the wind on my face. I can feel the heat on my skin, and I'm sweating, but it's good. But it's good because I'm working, and it's exciting to be able to go there and not be, number one, afraid that you're alone or whatnot. I'm so psyched about being a part of, and not sitting on the edge and not afraid because I can't because I'm not physically fit enough, I'm just so psyched about being able to go and do these things again.
When I was introduced to fly fishing, I really fell in love with the whole experience that it represents. Catching a fish is nice. It's like icing on the cake for me. But the opportunity to be standing and moving water and having it rush against my body, the grace and the art is the most therapeutic thing I can imagine. When you're fly fishing, you're really heavily geared up. You've got waders and you've got all this equipment. And as I got bigger and bigger, it became more cumbersome. My name is Matt Staley. I am 43 years old. I became very unhappy with how I was looking and unhappy with how I was feeling. My wife has a brother. His name is Matt, and he was 7 years old when we were married. So he was little Matt. Well, he grew up and he got a little taller than me, and I got fatter than him. And so that started to be the way that I distinguished myself from him as I started calling myself Fat Matt.
I feel like we've always communicated really well, but I just did not realize how fat he felt, how that was holding him back.
Watching my dad over the years was a motivating factor for me. He's always been strong, he's always been more healthy than I am now.
I went in for a shoulder surgery. They took me in and looked at my heart and found I had two 90% blockages in my coronary arteries.
If this is happening to my dad, it's going to happen to me earlier than it did him. That was a big wake-up call. I first learned about the transformation from an old friend. We were at the gym and we were on treadmills side by side, and I said, "You look great, what have you been doing?" He told me he lost a lot of weight, he had been in a contest, he was one of the winners, and I was astounded. My experience in the program was great. First of all, I love the products, but having a coach through the transformation program was the X factor. I did high-intensity cardio workouts at the local university football stadium. It is exhilarating to get to the top of those stairs and be completely out of breath and just kind of look over the city, and even though it's just one set of stairs, I did it. Winning the contest is amazing.
Let's invite our winner of the grand prize for the Prime Challenge contest, Mr. Matt.
The overall program was amazing. I sacrificed and I worked hard, but I think that anybody who's ready to make a commitment to themselves can do what I did.
I feel like we've kind of got a little spark back in our relationship. It's exciting to have a hot husband, so...
Watching Fat Matt disappear in the rearview mirror was an amazing feeling. I have a lot more confidence that I'm going to be healthy long term. My dad noticed some things were changing, and we talked about it, and he decided on his own to do his own transformation.
I looked at my life with Matt as trying to be an inspiration to him in his life. Now he's my inspiration. I appreciate it so much that he cared about me, that maybe he wanted his father around a little longer.
Like a lot of people, my family is everything to me. I think over time I had slowly disconnected with them until the transformation brought me back to life. I think I would say that I woke up. Unicity makes life stronger.